was bracing for a hurricane, I was waiting for the roar. I had my hands against the wood to keep you from the door. I thought we'd spend the evening in a war of why and when, fighting for the wreckage of the us we've always been. But you didn't even hesitate, you didn't even blink. You didn't let the gravity of over start to sink. You grabbed your keys and charger like you're heading to the store. Then you turned and looked at me like you've never seen me before. I had a symphony, you stayed prepared inside my chest. 100 different ways to put our history to the test. But you didn't leave a window, you didn't leave a spark. You just stepped into the hallway and you left me in the dark. 'Cause goodbye came too easy for you. It was lighter than a breath, a quiet, effortless version of a slow and steady death. No tears inside your eyes, no tremor in your hand, just to see you around like we never had a plan. I'm a house on fire in 2020 suites. I'm a ghost out in the rain while you're just checking your watch and catching the evening train. It's the sharpest kind of poison, the most efficient kind of blue, knowing that goodbye came too easy for you. You didn't even take the photos or the books upon the shelf. You just walked out of our story and you kept it for yourself, as if the years we traded were just a habit you could break, a minor little error that you didn't have to make. I'm sitting in the silence of the space you left behind, trying to find the traces of a dedicated mind. How can you be so steady? How can you be so calm when you just dropped the universe in a slow funeral of life? I wanted the shouting, I wanted the scene, anything to prove that you knew where we'd been. But you were so polite and you were so fast, like you've been waiting for the moment to make us the past. It was a footnote to you, just a line in the sand, while I'm the only one left in this broken down land. 'Cause goodbye came too easy for you. It was lighter than a breath, a quiet, effortless version of a slow and steady death. No tears inside your eyes, no tremor in your hand, just to see you around like we never had a plan. I'm a house on fire in 2020 slates. I'm a ghost out in the rain while you're just checking your watch and catching the evening train. It's the sharpest kind of poison, the most efficient kind of blue, knowing that goodbye came too easy for you. No, I'm sorry, no, take care. Just the sound of your engine in the midnight air. You made it look simple, you made it look light. Goodbye, it didn't even cost you a fight. The calendar says it's been a year today since you packed up the sunlight and walked so far away. The world outside is moving, it's 2020 states now, and everybody's asking me to take my final bow. They see me at the table, they see me in the light, and think I finally made it through the middle of the night. But they don't see the phantom, they don't see the ghost, living in the places where I miss you the most. It's a slow motion ending, a quiet kind of war, trying to remember who I was before. My skin is glowing over, but the nerves are still exposed. watching every door that I thought I finally closed. 'Cause I'm still healing from us, one heartbeat at a time, trying to wash the salt out every single line. It's not a sudden sunrise, it's not a steady glow, it's just a long distance version of a love that won't let go. I'm picking up the fragments, I'm clearing out the dust, learning how to live again with the heart I cannot trust. It's a jagged, heavy process, it's a long and lonely trust, knowing I'm still healing from the ghost of us. From the ghost of us. I finally threw away the coffee mug you cracked, the tiny plastic victory to keep my soul intact. But then I hear a song or I smell the morning rain, and I'm right back in the center of the 20-foot pain. I'm functional and steady, I can play the okay part, but there's a leading rhythm in the center of my heart. It's a relapse in the hallway, it's a fever in the bone, learning that the hardest thing is being this alone. Is there a finish line? Is there a day of peace where the vibration of your name finally starts to cease? I'm tired of the effort, I'm tired of the weight of fighting with the gravity of a predetermined fate. I'm a wreckage on the shore, I'm a fire in the snow. Why is the healing the slowest thing I know? 'Cause I'm still healing from us, one heartbeat at a time, trying to wash the salt out every single line. It's not a sudden sunrise, it's not a steady glow, it's just a long distance version of a love that won't let go. Picking up the fragments, I'm clearing out the dust, learning how to live again with the heart I cannot trust. It's a jagged, heavy process, it's a long and lonely trust, knowing I'm still healing from the ghost of us. One day better, 2 days back, tracing every fracture, tracing every crack. I'm getting there, I'm moving slow, I'm still healing, but you're already gone. The coffee's cold on the nightstand lid, right where you left it on the jagged edge. I watched the shadow of your car pull away in the early light of this 2020 day. I waited for a letter, I waited for a call, I waited for anything to break my fall. But you didn't give me reason, didn't give me a why, just a silent house and a lead heavy sky. I was ready for the fire, I was ready for the fight, anything to keep her always in the light. But you didn't leave a window, you didn't leave a spark, you just took the oxygen and left me in the dark. 'Cause love left without saying sorry, without a single word to ease the worry. No, I'm hurting to know it's for the best, just a hollowed out vacancy inside my chest. You walked out the door like it was a chore, like our history didn't matter anymore. It's the sharpest kind of poison, the coldest kind I'm scrubbing the scent of you out of the sheets, avoiding the ghosts on our favorite streets. Every I love you, you whispered in my ear. Now sounds like a lie I've been hearing for a year. You made me a promise, then you made me a ghost, stripping the soul from the one you love most. How can you sleep? How can you breathe with the weight of the silence so chose to leave? I wanted the shouting, I wanted the sing, anything to prove that you knew where we've been. But you were so quiet, and you were so fast, making a wreck of the love that we cast. You didn't apologize, you didn't even try. You just watched the light in my spirit die. 'Cause love left without saying sorry, without a single word to ease the worry. No, I'm hurting too, no, it's for the best. Just a hollowed out vacancy inside my chest. You walked out the door like it was a chore, like our history didn't matter anymore. It's the sharpest kind of poison, the coldest kind of story, knowing love left without ourselves saying sorry. The debt is unpaid, the marks are still made, watching the memory of you start to fade. No closure, no grace, just an empty room and an empty space. You left, and you didn't even say sorry. The hand river reflects a million artificial lights, but none of them can warm these 2020 Sursoul nights. I'm walking past the stalls at Dongdae Market, where the steam rises high, but my heart is a target. I see couples in matching coats sharing a laugh, and it feels like my soul's been cut right in half. The Enzo Tower is glowing in a distant blue, a lonely lighthouse in a city that's missing you. I take the last train just to feel the vibration, searching for you at every single station, but the doors slide shut on a hollowed out space, and the glass only shows me a stranger's face. And oh, these slow nights are colder without you. The neon is burning a deeper shade of blue. I'm wandering the alleys of home day alone, listening to the silence on the end of the phone. The city's screaming, but I can't hear a sound, since the only one I love is nowhere to be found. A ghost in the crowd, a heart split in two, surviving it. So nights without you. I went to that cafe we found in Bookshelf, but the seat across from me is where the ghost has gone. I ordered your favorite, the one with the spice, but it tastes like regret and a heart made of ice. The streetlights of Gangnam are blinding in gold, while the story we wrote is starting to fold. I'm a foreigner now in the place we call home, a prisoner of memory in a kingdom of chrome. Should I cross the Maple Bridge? Should I scream to the sky? Will the echoes of the city tell me the why? I'm drowning in the signals, I'm lost in the glare, choking on the winter and the thin empty air. Soul is too big for a heart that is small, and I'm just waiting for the final fall. And oh, these soul nights are cold sky turned the color of a concrete floor. The minute you stepped out and closed the door, there was no thunder, no sudden flash of light, just a steady gray washing out the bright. Oh, I watched you walk to the edge of the street with the 20/20 cents rain pulling at your feet. You didn't look back, you didn't even run, you just let the water drown out the sun. It wasn't a storm that breaks in an hour, it was a slow motion loss of every power. The air grew heavy, the air grew cold as the story of us started to unfold. And the rain felt like your goodbye, heavy and slow, drenching the places where we used to go. It's a cold, steady rhythm against the glass, watching the ghost of our future past. It's soaking the bridges, it's flooding the lanes, washing the salt through my aching veins. No shelter in sight, no place to stay dry when the rain falls just like your goodbye. I'm standing in the hallway where the shadows are deep, guarding the secrets I'm too tired to keep. The sound on the roof is a deafening roar of the life that I can't live anymore. Every droplet is a word you didn't say, a silent I'm sorry that got washed away. I'm shivering in the clothes that still smell like you, while the world turns a darker shade of blue. Can a heart survive this much of a flood when the memory of you is mixed with the mud? I'm gasping for air, I'm reaching for light, but the clouds are winning in the middle of the night. It's an endless winter, it's a liquid cage, the final ink on a blurred out page. It's an endless winter, it's a liquid cage, the final ink on a blurred out page. And the rain felt like your goodbye, heavy and slow, drenching the places where we used to go. It's a cold, steady rhythm against the glass, watching the ghost of our future past. It's soaking the bridges, it's flooding the lanes, washing the salt through my aching veins. No shelter in sight, no place to stay dry when the rain falls just like your goodbye. It's still falling, it's still gray, the taste of the salt won't go away, just the water and the white rain fell just like your goodbye. The pink and blue are bleeding through the rainy glass tonight, turning every puddle into a jagged prism of light. I'm sitting in the corner of this 22 downtown bar, feeling like a ghost, wondering where the hell you are. The city screaming colors, trying to sell me something new, but there's no hiding filter that can blur the thought of you. I'm a silhouette in motion, I'm a glitch inside the frame, in a town of 7 million, but I only hear your name. The open sign is flickering, a cold and chemical glow, mocking all the secrets that I used to let you know. I'm drowning in the static, I'm soaking in the glare, gasping for a second of the midnight empty air. And it's neon lights and a lonely heart in the middle of the dark, searching for the ashes of a long extinguished spark. The world is vibrant electric, but I'm just a shade of gray, stuck inside the memory of the day you walked away. Oh, the brightness is a prison, the colors are a cage, the final glowing ink upon a broken hearted page, fake gold on the pavement, salt inside my veins. I walk the crowded sidewalk, brushing shoulders with the lost, counting up the beauty and the heavy human cost. Every flashing billboard is a mirror of my grief, a high voltage tragedy that offers no relief. I see your face in every stranger, in the glow of every screen, a digital hallucination of where you and I have been. The city never sleeps, so I never get to dream. I'm just a quiet whisper in a neon color screen. If I could pull the plug, if I could dim the light, would I finally find the quiet in the middle of the night? But the glow is addictive and the pain is so bright, a beautiful disaster in the artifice so wide. I'm a pixel in the darkness, I'm a shadow in the glow, with nowhere left to hide and nowhere left to go. It's neon lights and a lonely heart in the middle of the dark, searching for the ashes of a long extinguished spark. The world is vibrant electric, but I'm just a shade of gray, stuck inside the memory of the day you walked away. Oh, the brightness is a prison, the colors are a cage, the final glowing ink upon a broken hearted page. Fake gold on the pavement, salt inside my veins. Neon lights and a lonely heart. Neon lights and a lonely rain. Flicker goes the light, flicker goes the heart, watching the whole city just tear itself apart. I'm still here in the blue and the pink. Neon lights, lonely heart. The skyline looks like a jaggedy kaiji tonight, cutting through the haze of the 20th city light. I'm standing on the balcony, watching the world go by, underneath a heavy charcoal-colored urban sky. The taxis crawl like yellow veins through the concrete street, while I'm just looking for the ghost of someone I used to meet. 7 million heartbeat, drum against the pavement stone, but none of them can drown out the sound of being alone. I used to think the high will make the perspective clear, but the higher that I climb, the more I feel the fear. The distance doesn't help, the air just gets too thin, and I'm still trapped inside the version of what could have been. And I'm broken under city sky, shattered in the glare, gasping for a second of the cold and empty air. 1,000 blinking windows, but I'm the only light that's out, drowning in the gravity of every single doubt. The steel and the glass, they don't care about the pain, they just watch me washing away in the midnight rain. Just a silhouette of sorrow where the shadow never lies, completely broken under city skies. I walked across the bridge where we carved our names in rust. Now it's just a hollow bridge made of secrets and of dust. The subway hums a rhythm that I used to recognize, but now it's just a funeral march beneath these metal skies. I see your face in every billboard, glowing bright and white, a digital hallucination with nowhere left to hide. The city is a monument to everything we wreck, a masterpiece of industry, so we just respect it. Is there a quiet alley? Is there a silent square where I don't have to feel you in the vibration of the air? I'm a wreckage on the rooftop, I'm a fire in the park, searching for a miracle in the middle of the dark. The skyscrapers leaning, foundations on fire, and I'm the only one left screaming on the wire. And I'm broken under city sky, shattered in the glare, gasping for a second of the cold and empty air. under city skies, shattered in the glare, gasping for a second of the cold and empty air. 1,000 blinking windows, but I'm the only light that's out, drowning in the gravity of every single doubt. The steel and the glass, they don't care about the pain. I turned the corner at the light on 4th and Main, and for a second I could swear I saw your shadow in the rain. The same blue coat that we used to tilt your head, but it was just a stranger with a different life instead. I'm a foreigner now in the neighborhood we knew, where every brick and every stone is a monument to you. The 2020 Southsider is settling on the glass, watching the ghosts of our summer slowly pass. The city's a map of mistakes that we made, a million memories that refuse to fade. I'm walking in circles, I'm chasing the light, trying to survive the middle of the night. 'Cause I miss you in every street, in every neon glow, in the empty spaces where we used to go. The pavement is a rhythm, the traffic is a cry, underneath the ceiling of this heavy urban sky. I can't find a sidewalk where your ghost doesn't stand, holding on to nothing with a cold and empty hand. The whole wide world is just a bitter, lonely sheet, and I miss you in every street. I went to that cafe with the peeling yellow paint, where the scent of the espresso makes my spirit feel so faint. I sat in the window in the seat that was ours, counting up the minutes and the hollow heavy hours. The subway hums your name against the bottom of my feet, and the metallic vibration of a love that's in defeat. There's no such thing as moving on or getting out of town when your memory is the anchor that's always pulling down. Music swells in medic strain, with a tragic soaring intensity. Is there an alleyway? Is there a park where I don't have to feel you in the middle of the dark? I'm a wreckage on the corner, I'm a fire in the square, choking on the winter and the thin empty air. Every crosswalk is a barrier, every signal is a sign that I'm no longer yours, and you're no longer mine. 'Cause I miss you in every street, in every neon glow, in the empty spaces where we used to go. The pavement is a rhythm, the traffic is a cry, underneath the ceiling of this heavy urban sky. I can't find a sidewalk where your ghost doesn't stand, holding on to nothing with a cold and empty hand. The whole wide world is just a bitter, lonely sheet, and I miss you in every street. Left at the light, right at the park, still walking alone in the dark. The city is too big, my heart is too small. I miss you in it all. The moon was hanging heavy over the 2020 skyline, while I was busy tracing every fracture in your line. We were sitting in the kitchen, just a foot of air apart, but I could feel the winter settling deep inside your heart. The coffee cups were empty, and the conversation died, Even though we left for all the hollow truths to hide. You didn't have to shout it, you didn't have to scream. I watched the color vanish from the edges of our dream. The clock struck 12, a heavy metallic sound as our world started spinning toward the frozen ground. I reached for your hand, but I only touched the air, realizing in the darkness that you weren't really there. 'Cause love faded after midnight, quiet and slow, taking all the warmth and the only light I know. One minute we were always, the next we were once. A total demolition without a single cause. The stars went out in 2020, seems the shadows grew so tall. Watching the foundation of our forever start to fall. Now I'm shivering in the kitchen, trapped inside the light, missing the love that faded in the middle of the night. You used to be the person who would keep the dark at bay, the one who turned the midnight into a hopeful kind of day. But now you're just a stranger with a familiar kind of face, moving like a ghost through our once sacred space. The silence is a predator, it's breathing down my neck, surveying all the wreckage of a slow motion wreck. You didn't leave a letter, you didn't leave a key, you just left a version of the world that doesn't include me. How does the sun still rise? How does the world still turn when everything I built has started to burn? I'm a wreckage on the carpet, I'm a fire in the hall, trying to find the gravity before I hit the wall. The moon is a witness, the clock is a judge to a love that turned to water and a heart that wouldn't budge. 'Cause love faded after midnight, quiet and slow, taking all the warmth and the only light I know. One minute we were always, the next we were once. A total demolition without a single cause. The stars went out in 2020, since the shadows grew so tall. Watching the foundation of our forever start to fall. Now I'm shivering in the kitchen, trapped inside the light, missing the love that faded in the middle of the night. You're gone, 12:05, I face the dawn. Still sitting at the table, still waiting for the light. Love faded after midnight. The sun went down on 2024, but the darkness didn't leave. I'm still wearing the memory of you hidden in my sleep. I walked into the kitchen to pour a drink for one, but I saw a familiar silhouette blocking out the sun. It's not a ghost in white, it's not a scream in the night, it's just the shape of what I lost in the corners of the light. I moved to the left and it slides across the floor, waiting for the ghost of you to walk back through the door. I've painted every wall, I've changed every light, trying to find a way to make the room feel right. But the geometry is broken, the angles are wrong, and the silence in the hallway is becoming far too long. 'Cause your shadow still follows me everywhere I go, in the height of city lights in the 2020 suicide snow. I can't run fast enough to leave the past behind when the outline of your soul is tattooed on my mind. It's under the table, it's hanging on the wall, watching every second of my slow the station yesterday, the way they tilted back their head in that specific way. My heart did a sprint, then it crumbled into dust. Another bitter lesson in the death of human trust. I see your profile in the static of the television screen, a dark hallucination of where you and I have been. The bed is a desert, but the shadow takes your side, leaving me with nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. Is it a haunting or is it just a habit of the eye? Searching for a miracle beneath a charcoal sky. I'm shouting at the pavement, I'm begging it to fade, but I'm living in the darkness of the choices that we made. Go away, let me be, give me back the light instead of this reflection in the middle of the night. 'Cause your shadow still follows me everywhere I go, in the height of city lights and the 2026 snow. I can't run fast enough to leave the past behind when the outline of your soul is tattooed on my mind. It's under the table, it's hanging on the wall, watching every second of my slow and steady fall. I'm a prisoner of the sun and I'll never be free as long as your shadow still follows me. Every street corner, every open door, the same dark shape on the wooden floor. I'm walking into the sun, but I'm not alone. Your shadow still follows me home. The steam died out an hour ago, just like the things we said. I'm staring at the ceramic white and the silence in my head. I brewed a pot for two again, a habit I can't break, a ritual for a ghost who's gone, for a heart that's starting to wake. It's January 2026, yeah, but the air feels just the same as the day the oxygen went thin, the second you spoke my name. The liquid's black and bitter now, a mirror of the moon, in this empty sun-drenched kitchen where I used to be so renewed. I used to need the caffeine just to face the morning light, but now the only thing that wakes me up's the middle of the night. I'm looking for a reason to finally pour it down the drain, but I'm clinging to the bitterness to distract me from the pain. And it's cold coffee and warm tears, sitting at the table trying to find the answer again inside a broken fable. The cup is freezing in my hand, the salt is burning on my face, a beautiful disaster in this lonely quiet space. The world is moving forward, but I'm stuck inside the year where the only thing that's certain is the silence and the fear, a bitter taste of nevermore, and a stinging of the white cold coffee, warm tears under a winter sky. I found your lipstick on the rim of the mug I didn't wash, a tiny colorful reminder of the life we had to squash. I traced the curve of where you sat, I felt the phantom heat, watching the gray of the sidewalk and the people on the street. How do you drink your coffee now? Is it black or is it sweet? Do you have a different table? Do you have a new retreat? I'm a specialist in shadows, I'm a scholar of the grief, in a house that feels like a prison, though it used to be relief. I'll wash the dishes, I'll clear the air, I'll pretend I'm doing fine, but I'm still drinking down the memory of the life that used to be mine. It's a chemical addiction, it's a physical decay, watching the only warmth that had slowly drift away. The cup is empty, the heart is dry, and I'm still staring at the morning with a heavy hollow sigh. And it's cold coffee and warm tears, burning on my face, a beautiful disaster in this lonely, quiet space. The world is moving forward, but I'm stuck inside the year, where the only thing that's certain is the silence and the fear. A bitter taste of nevermore, and the stinging of the white cold coffee, warm tears under a winter sky. Warm tears. I kept the words locked behind my teeth like a secret, thinking time was a river that would wait for me to cross. I watched the seasons shift from the window of our bedroom, counting up the minutes, but never counting up the loss. I thought I'd say I'm sorry when the storm had finally settled. I thought I'd hold your hand when the world felt less insane, but the calendar kept turning while I stood there in the hallway, and now I'm just a shadow standing in the pouring rain. But maybe tomorrow became a never again, a hollowed out echo of the person I've been. I reached for the handle, but the lock had been changed, and everything we built has been rearranged. 'Cause I waited too late to tell you I needed you. I waited too late to prove that my heart was true. I was guarding a fire that had already gone cold, holding on to stories that already been told. Now the porch light is out and the driveway is bare, and I'm screaming your name to the thin empty air. It's the heaviest lesson, the bitterest fate, knowing I loved you, but I'd waited too late. I saw you at the station in the middle of December, with that look in your eyes that I always remember. I opened my mouth, but the syllables were frozen, trapped inside the silence of the distance I had chosen. You looked right through me like I was made of glass, just another ghost watching the city buses past. Had the ring in my pocket, had the speech in my head, but I buried the always in the things I never said. Time isn't a healer, time is a thief. It steals every second and leaves you with grief. I thought I had forever, I thought I had the light, but I stayed in the shadows till it turned into night. I'm a day behind the miracle, I'm a breath behind the grace, searching for a version of me I can no longer trace. 'Cause I waited it too late. Time is a thief, it steals every second and leaves you with grief. I thought I had forever, I thought I had the light, but I stayed in the shadows till it turned into night. I'm a day behind the miracle, I'm a breath behind the grace, searching for a version of me I can no longer trace. 'Cause I waited too late to tell I needed you. I waited too late to prove that my heart was true. I was guarding a fire that had already gone cold, holding on to stories that I'd already been told. Now the porch light is out and the driveway is bare, and I'm screaming your name to the thin empty air. It's the heaviest lesson, the bitterest fate, knowing I loved you, but I waited too late. The doors are closed, the tracks are dry, just the echo of a silent goodbye. I'm standing here, but the world moved on. I waited I turned on the radio to drown out the night, looking for a rhythm to make the room feel right. But the first three chords of a minor key started sounding exactly like you and me. It's that 2020 swing center in the singer's throat, the same hollow ache in every word they wrote. I used to listen for the beauty and the art. Now I only hear the sound of a falling apart. Every please stay and every goodbye, every slow motion version of a beautiful lie. I'm recognizing shadows I didn't want to see in the melody of everyone who's broken like me. 'Cause all the sad songs sound like us tonight, like the ghost of a fire that's lost all its light. The cello is crying the way that I do in the empty spaces that used to be you. A symphony of salt and a rhythm of dust, the soundtrack of the ending of a sacred trust. I can't change the station, I can't hide the fuss, 'cause all the sad songs sound like us. I saw a line in a lyric by the blue kitchen floor, and I felt the vibration of our closing door. They sang about the coffee getting cold on the stand, and the terrifying feeling of an empty hand. Is there a copyright on the way that I bleed, or does everyone's story have the same bittersweet? I'm a verse in a ballad that'll never be gold, just a story of a winner that never grew old. Turn it up, let the sorrow overflow, let the low notes take me where I need to go. It's a universal language, it's a rhythmic ache in every single choice that I'm forced to make. The bridge is a canyon, the course is a grave for the version of the future that I couldn't save. 'Cause all the sad songs sound like us tonight, like the ghost of a fire that's lost all its light. The cello is crying the way that I do in the empty spaces that used to be you. A symphony of salt and a rhythm of dust, the soundtrack of the ending of a sacred trust. I can't change the station, I can't hide the fuss, 'cause all the sad songs sound like us. The needle stuck in the center of the rain. It's your voice in the harmony. It's my heart in the key. Sad songs, they sound just like us. I walked out of our front door at 10:30, trying to be one of the normal ones again. I put on my headphones to drown out the air, but I swear the street lights give a judgmental glare. The sidewalk is a mirror of the cracks in my chest, putting my 2020 seeps composure to the ultimate test. I try to blend it with the rush and the noise, but I've lost all the rhythm and I've lost all the poise. The traffic lights turn from a red to a green, but I'm still the same ghost in every city scene. I thought I could hide light in the crowd and the glare, but the weight of your absence is following me there. 'Cause the city knows I'm broken, it's written on the walls, it's echoing through the tunnels and the shopping malls. The skyscrapers lean like they're watching me fall, a giant concrete witness to having nothing at all. The billboards are screaming what I'm trying to hide, reflecting the emptiness living inside. No sanctuary found in the steel or the token. The whole city knows that I'm finally broken. I saw a stranger staring at the park on Fifth Street, and I knew they could see the taste of defeat. It's in the way I'm walking, it's in the way I stand, looking for the ghost of your hand in my hand. The subway hums a funeral march for our always, resonating through the cold and the dark hallways. Every siren is a scream that I'm keeping within, marking the place where the sorrow begins. Don't look at me, don't tell me it's fine, when the skyline is jagged and cutting my line. I'm a wreckage on the corner, I'm a fire in the rain, and the whole world is broadcasting the height of my pain. The grid is a prison, the lights are a cage, the final glowing ink on a broken hearted page. 'Cause the city knows I'm broken, it's written on the walls, it's echoing through the tunnels and the shopping malls. The skyscrapers lean like they're watching me fall, a giant concrete witness to having nothing at all. The billboards are screaming what I'm trying to hide, reflecting the emptiness living inside. No sanctuary found in the steel or the token. The whole city knows that I'm finally broken. The dread now rips away, leaving only the inside. Underneath the heavy charcoal colored sky, I'm just a silhouette in the 2020s leaves glow. The city knows, yeah, the whole city knows. Yeah, the whole city knows. The tea was still steaming in your favorite mug, the hallway still warm from a half-hearted hug. You said you were headed to the shop down the lane to buy some relief from the 2020 suits rain. I didn't see the suitcase hidden under the bed, I didn't hear the weight of the things left unsaid. You walked through the threshold, you didn't look back, leaving my future to fade into black. No shouting, no anger, no final I'm through, no cinematic ending for me and for you. Just the click of the latch and the hum of the air, and the terrifying feeling that you weren't there. You lit a fire in the center of my chest, then disappeared like a ghost to the west. You built a house out of whispers and light, then walked out the door in the middle of night. No map for the lonely, nowhere do I go, just the freezing remains of the only life I know. One minute you were always a promise so clear, then you just disappeared. I checked every window, I checked every street, searching for the rhythm of your familiar feet. But your closet is empty, the hangers are bare, just a hollowed out vacuum in the cold winter air. Your toothbrush is gone from the side of the sink, leaving me standing on a permanent brink. How do you vanish? How do you just cease, while leaving me here with no version of peace?
only cello enters with a mournful low vibration. The piano becomes percussive and urgent.
Were you a hologram? Were you a lie? A beautiful trick of the 2020 sky. I'm reaching for shadows, I'm pleading with dust, crying for the murder of a sacred trust. You didn't die, you just chose to be gone, leaving me shattered in the light of the dawn. Yeah, you lit a fire in the center of my chest, then disappeared like a ghost to the west. You built a house out of whispers and light, then walked out the door in the middle of night. No map for the lonely, nowhere do I go, just the freezing remains of the only life I know. One minute you were always a promise so clear, then you just disappeared. Still waiting, still quiet, the silence is a violent internal riot. The tea is cold, the story's been told, then you disappeared. I watch you laugh across the crowded room today, and I bit my tongue on the thousand things I had to say. I become a master of the just a friend disguise, hide in the 2020 sequence, urban living behind my eyes. I was the anchor when your world began to shake, the quiet shadow following in every step you take. You never noticed how the air went thin when you were near, or how I drowned in the words I was too afraid you'd hear. Carried your secrets like they were made of gold, but mine stayed buried in the dark and in the cold. I was a library of things I never said, building a home for you inside my aching head. 'Cause I loved you in silence, I loved you in the hush, without the shouting and without the heavy rush. A private kind of worship, a secret kind of flame that never stood a chance to ever have a name. Now you're walking away into someone else's light, and I'm still the shadow in the middle of the night. It's a bloodless kind of heartbreak, a quiet kind of violence, knowing when I loved you only in silence. I wrote your name in the frost upon the window pane, then I watched you vanish in the rhythm of the rain. Every how are you and every see you soon was a desperate prayer beneath the charcoal color moon. You tell me about the person who was breaking your heart, and I'd help you fix the pieces while mine was falling apart. I was the shoulder of a steady hologram, I'll just stay here, loving you in silence. The sun came up on 2020 South this morning. I saw the light hit the dust on the kitchen floor. The wall moved on without a single warning, but I'm still standing by an open door. I checked the news and I checked the time, but the numbers don't feel like they belong to me. I'm living in a rhythm and a different rhyme, back when your shadow was all I had to see. I'm wearing the sweater that smells like your skin in a room that's grown cold and incredibly thin. The calendar says I should be somewhere new, that I should be breathing in a different shade of blue, but my feet won't move and my mind won't clear. I'm still trapped in the center of our favorite year. 'Cause my heart lives in yesterday, tucked inside the glow, in the middle of the only life I'll ever truly know. I'm not in the present, I'm not in the now. I'm still keeping every broken holy vow. The world is moving forward, running fast and free, but I'm stuck in the us that used to be. It's a beautiful prison, a permanent state, knowing my heart lives in yesterday. I go to the store and I buy what we like, then I realize the price of the silence is hyped. I see a movie and I formulate the line. I'd tell you about it if you were still mine. There's a comfort in the ghost, there's a safety in the dark, feeding the ashes of a long dead spark. They say I should heal, they say I should grow, but I'm terrified of where that tomorrow might go. I'd rather be lonely in the light of the past than a stranger in a future that's moving too fast. Is it a haunting or is it a trust to keep searching the air for the sound of your voice? I'm a prisoner of always, I'm a captive of then, trying to live the same Sunday again and again. The clock is a liar, the dawn is a thief, trying to steal the only remains of my grief. I don't want the better, I don't want the new, I just want the version of me that had you. 'Cause my heart lives in yesterday, tucked inside the glow, in the middle of the only life I'll ever truly know. I'm not in the present, I'm not in the now. I'm still keeping every broken holy vow. The world is moving forward, running fast and free, but I'm stuck in the us that used to be. It's a beautiful prison, a permanent state, knowing my heart lives in yesterday. Is it a haunting or is it a choice to keep searching the air for the sound of your voice? I'm a prisoner of always, I'm a captive of then, trying to live the same Sunday again and again. The clock is a liar, the dawn is a thief, trying to steal the only remains of my grief. I don't want the better, I don't want the new, I just want the version of me that had you. 'Cause my heart lives in yesterday, tucked inside the glow, in the middle of the only life locked in the frame, still whispering the syllables of your name. The sun is too bright, the year is too young. My heart still lives in yesterday. We were sitting at the table where we carved our names, but the air between us felt like frozen window panes. I reached across the distance just to touch your sleeve, but you pulled away like you were already meant to leave. I looked into your eyes, searching for a trace of a person who used to call this house a sacred space. But the 2020 light reflected something new, a cold gray wall where I used to see you. It wasn't a shout, it wasn't a fight, it was a slow motion dimming of the light. I watched the old ways vanish from your stare, leaving only the winter and the thin empty air. Cause I'll never forget the night you became a stranger, the quietest kind of heartbreak, the silent kind of danger. You had the same voice, you had the same face, but the soul allowed to disappear without a trace. I was holding your hand, but I was all alone, touching a heart that had turned into stone. One minute you were mine, the next you were danger. The long cold night you became a stranger. You asked me for the time in a polite hollow tone, like I was just a ghost you'd accidentally know. No honey, no darling, no secret code we shared, just a polite indifference of someone who no longer cared. I walked through the rooms of our shared history, but every memory felt like a lie told to me. How do you unlearn a decade in a single hour? How does the sweetness turn so brutally sour? Sprayed some stain on me, gave me a sign that you're still the person who used to be mine. Don't look at me like I'm a face in a crowd, while the silence between us is screaming so loud. You're right in front of me, I can feel your breath, but this quiet departure is a different kind of death. Cause I'll never forget the night you became a stranger, the quietest kind of heartbreak, the silent kind of danger. You had the same voice, you had the same face, but the soul I loved to disappear without a trace. I was holding your hand, but I was all alone, touching a heart that had turned into stone. One minute you were mine, the next you were danger. The long cold night you became a stranger. Same hair, same skin, but I don't know the person living within. You're still here, but you're already gone. The night you became a stranger. I'm standing in the center of a neon lit room, while everybody's dancing through the 20-seat gloom. I've got a drink in my hand and a smile on my face, a perfect imitation of a human in this place. Someone's telling a joke and I'm making a sound, but I'm 1,000 miles beneath the frozen ground. The music is loud and the air is getting thin, but I can't find a way to let the world back in. It's a crowded desert, it's a populated cave, a million different faces that I'm too tired to brave. The more they keep talking, the more I disappear, drowning in the static of everything I hear. Cause I'm lonely even with people dinner. I sat through the night, bathed in the glow of the candlelight. I answer the questions, I play the whole part, with the wall of glass built around my heart. They think I'm recovered, they think I'm okay, but I'm just a silhouette in the light of the day. Your absence is a person sitting right by my side, the only companion I don't have to hide. Speak louder, laugh harder, try to fill the space, but nobody can erase the vision of your face. I'm an island in the city, I'm a forest made of stone, proving that you can be with everyone and still be alone. The noise is a prison, the crowd is a lie, watching the 2020 stars fall from the sky. 'Cause I'm lonely even with people around, a silent vibration that never makes a sound. I'm a ghost in the hallway, I'm a glitch in the light, the only one freezing in the middle of the night. They see my reflection, they hear what I say, but they don't see the version that's drifting away. It's a hollowed out feeling, a heavy kind of blue, to be surrounded by everyone amazing, only you. So many voices, so many names, but the air in my lungs always feels the same. I'm here, but I'm not in the center of the spot. I'm still lonely, even with you I'm looking at the photograph we took in late July, before the clouds moved and engraved out the sky. Your arms were a fortress, your laugh was a light. We were a beautiful secret in the middle of the night. The air felt sweeter, the stars felt so near, back before the forever turned into a fear. I used to wake up and reach for your hand, built our whole future on solid highland. But now the oxygen is thin and the coffee is cold, and the story we wrote is starting to fold. I'm recognizing shadows I didn't want to see in the empty spaces of the you and me. 'Cause love felt better before the goodbye, before the truth became a jagged, hollow lie. The world was in color, the rhythm was right, before you walked out and took the morning light. Now every I love you sounds like a ghost, haunting the person who needed you most. It's a different kind of win, a different kind of high, knowing love felt better before goodbye. We used to talk for hours in the glow of the screen, planning out the places where we'd never been. You were my sanctuary, you were my home, the only steady heartbeat I've ever truly known. Now the silence is heavy, the silence is wide, with nowhere left for the broken to hide. I'm tracing the cracks in the kitchen tile, missing the version of you that stayed for a while. Why does the memory have to be so bright when I'm standing here in the dead of the night? It's a cruel kind of magic, a bitter kind of grace, to see the ghost of happiness in this empty space. I want the feeling back, I want the knife heart, before you tore the whole world completely apart. 'Cause love felt better before the goodbye, before the truth became a childhood hollow lie. The world was in color, the rhythm was right, before you walked out and took the morning light. It was easier then, before we became a maybe and a never again. The sun is coming up, but I'm still in the gray. Love felt so much better before you walked away. It wasn't a crash, it wasn't a sound, it wasn't the feeling of hitting the ground. It started with whispers and shadows of doubt, a slow motion fire that wouldn't go out. I noticed a fracture, a thread out of place, a subtle departure in the look on your face. I tried to hold tight to the life we composed, but the doors to your spirit were already closed. Day by day, I felt the air getting thin, watching the cracks start to crawl on my skin. I was a house made of glass in a quiet decay, watching the foundation just crumble away. 'Cause I fell apart slowly, piece by piece, waiting for a healing that brought no release. No dramatic ending, no cinematic scream, just the rhythmic unraveling of a long distant dream. One morning a brick, the next night a stone. In a 2026 winter, I'm standing alone. It didn't break me with a single heavy blow, I just fell apart slowly, and you let me go. I checked the reflection, I checked the design, trying to fix every jagged, broken line. I stayed in the kitchen, I stayed in the hall, bracing my shoulders against the back wall. But the rust was inside and the damage was deep, and the promises made that we couldn't quite keep. I watched my own hands start to tremble and shake from the weight of the silence I was forced to take. Why wasn't there thunder? Why wasn't there rain to mark the arrival of this ultimate pain? I'm a wreckage in slow motion, a bird without wings, choking on the vacancy that the emptiness brings. I'm dissolving in the light, I'm disappearing in the dark, searching for the remains of a long dead spark. 'Cause I fell apart slowly, piece by piece, waiting for a healing that brought no release. No dramatic ending, no cinematic scream, just the rhythmic unraveling of a long distant dream. One morning a brick, the next night a stone. In a 2020 sweet winter, I'm standing alone. You didn't break me with a single heavy blow, I just fell apart slowly, and you let me go. First the laughter, then the light, then the person who stayed through the night. I'm just dust now on the floor. I fell apart slowly, till I wasn't there anymore. It's 2:33 on a Thursday afternoon, but I'm still living in the shadow of a different moon. The coffee's been cold since the start of the here, and the air in this room is the only thing I hear. I told my friends that I've reached the final page, that I've stepped off the tracks and I left the stage. But the second I'm alone and the lights go low, I'm right back at the start of the only show I know. I'm a ghost in a loop, I'm a glitch in the line, trying to fix a version of a love that was mine. The same old memory, the same sharp sting, waiting for the healing that the morning doesn't bring. Cause I got my tears on repeat, a rhythmic decay, washing out the color of another 2026 day. Like a broken record with the skip in the soul, I'm losing my grip and I'm losing control. I see your face, then I hear the door, then I'm crying for the life I don't have anymore. It's a cycle of soul, it's a beautiful defeat, with my heart on a loop and my tears on repeat. I walk the same streets, I buy the same bread, feeding the ghost that lives inside my head. I skip the songs that mention your name, but the silence in the static sounds exactly the same. I try to find a new path, a way to break through, but every road I take leads right back to you. I'm an expert in the why, I'm a scholar of the grief, turning over every single with a fallen leaf. Push play, let it burn, let the water overflow. I'm a prisoner of the always, and the only way I go is round and round in the center of the rain. A high voltage version of the same old pain. I'm a needle in the groove, I'm a fire in the dark, searching for the remains of a long dead spark. Cause I've got my tears on repeat, a rhythmic decay, washing out the color of another 2026 day. Like a broken record with a skip in the soul, I'm losing my grip and I'm losing control. I see your face, then I hear the door, then I'm crying for the life I don't have anymore. It's a cycle of soul, it's a beautiful defeat, with my heart on a loop and my tears on repeat. Spinning again, falling again, same old song, same old rain. I'm fine, I'm lying, tears on repeat. I watched the way you held your glass, 2:35 on a Thursday afternoon. The sun was high in the 2020 sky, but the shadows filled the room. There was no lightning bolt, no sudden crash, no shouting in the hall, just a quiet, steady leaning of our heart against the wall. I asked you what you're thinking, and you looked right through my chest, like I was just a stranger or an uninvited guest. The air grew thin and bitter, and the silence grew so wide, watching the very last of us simply curl up and die. It wasn't a choice you made today, or a secret you were keeping. It was a slow motion harvest of the love we weren't reaping. I saw the light go out behind the window of your eyes, the most efficient murder underneath the winter skies. Cause you just stopped loving me, quiet as the snow, taking all the warmth and the only home I know. No, I'm sorry, no, it's over, no, I found someone new, just a hollowed out vacancy where I used to find you. You didn't break my heart with anger, you didn't even try, you just let the fire flicker till you watch the spirit die. The hardest part is knowing that you're standing right there, but you've already stopped loving me, and you no longer care. I checked the photos on the wall, I checked the messages we sent, trying to find the moment that the iron finally bent. Was it a Tuesday in November? Was it a look I didn't see when you decided there was nothing left inside? The cracks in the drywall are starting to scream. I bought the curtains, you picked the paint. Now the ghost of our old ways is growing so faint. I saw the horizon, I saw the long road. I was ready to carry whatever we owed, but the story cut short on a Tuesday at noon. The winner of us arrived far too soon. I didn't count the minutes, I didn't watch the clock. I thought we were anchored, I thought we were rocked, but the tide pulled the sand out from under my feet and left me alone on this one-way street. Cause I thought we'd last longer, I thought we'd go far, I thought we were written in every bright star. I had the chapters all mapped in my head, but I'm reading the ending in silence instead. We barely hit the bridge, we didn't see the sea. Now there's a 2020 seats version of you without me. It's a half-finished book, it's a short-lived hunger. God, I thought we'd last longer. I'm looking at the tickets for the trip next July. A digital ghost of a beautiful life. We had the reservations, we had the big plans. Now I'm just holding the air in my hands. How does forever turn into a month? How does a symphony end on a grunt? I'm a specialist in shadows, a scholar of grief, watching the tree drop its very last leaf. Was it the wave? Was it the time? Was the mountain of living too rugged to climb? I was prepared for the gray and the old, for the shaking of hands and the creeping of cold. But we didn't even make it to the middle of the fight. We just flickered and vanished in the middle of the night. Cause I thought we'd last longer, I thought we'd go far, I thought we were written in every bright star. I had the chapters all mapped in my head, but I'm reading the ending in silence instead. We barely hit the bridge, we didn't see the sea. Now there's a 2020 seats version of you without me. It's a half-finished book, it's a short-lived hunger. God, I thought we'd last longer. Cause I thought we'd last longer, I thought we'd go far, I thought we were written in every bright star. I had the chapters all mapped in my head, but I'm reading the ending in silence instead. We barely hit the bridge, we didn't see the sea. Now there's a 2026 version of you without me. It's a half-finished book, it's a short-lived hunger. God, I thought we'd last longer. Not even a year, just a season of soul. And I'm still searching the ruins for the person to fall. The sun's coming up, but the day is much shorter. I really